guys, it's Kelly from Cards by Christine here with you on a Technique Thursday to share with you the hero technique. I don't know. Some beautiful hero cards inspired by the Well Suited bundle, and let's show you what I mean. So, full disclosure, this maybe isn't truly a technique, but look at what you can create with the Well Suited suite. And I'm just going to show off what that includes. So we've got the handsomely suited stamps, but I truly didn't use any of these stamps, not a single one. I showcased the suit and tie dies and just wanted to show you what alternative ideas you could create. And every single one pictured here is truly a hero. And so we definitely want them to feel as though they are, and what better way to do so than by sharing some beautiful cards. So I'm going to show you how these were created. No stamping, no gluing or anything here today. I'm just gonna walk you through the products used, every single one, using just these dies and maybe a couple additional things. So let's start with the Firefighter card. The Firefighter card features some of these awesome dies, and we've got Poppy Parade for the back, and then we've got Daffodil Delight and Basic Gray, Basic Black, and then just some glue. Like, seriously, cannot get easier than that. And I guarantee you a firefighter, if they got this in the mail, would feel so honored and blessed to be gifted something like that. In this stamp set, you could easily tie in, it'd be a great Father's Day card if you have someone in your life that is a firefighter, or thank you, you're the best. So you definitely could tie in some of these. You could go ahead and stamp straight on. Poppy Parade with we could use memento on here, could show up, or you could use like a piece of vellum to make it stand out a little more, or even like thank you on one of the pockets. If the card has a pocket, would be so cool. I went without stamping these, but definitely something you could do. So that's your Firefighter card, and I did just also use some Whisper White, Basic White in here, so that you didn't have to really worry about a skin tone or anything like that. Next, we're gonna move on to the police officer and the sheriff. So exact same layout, or I should say typically the same layout. Some of the pockets are in a little bit of a different area, but on this one, we've got Balmy Blue. The retired in color, and I'm just blanking on the color name right now. Beautiful. Seaside Spray would have been a beautiful color for this as well, but that, of course, is gone now, so we need to forget about that. I used Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. Then another sad thing. Silver foil also at this point has retired. I did pull it in because I just had it in my mind that that's what I wanted to use. But you could always use like a Smoky Slate or a Basic Gray. You could Stella. You could emboss. You could emboss a piece of paper and then cut it out. I went the easy route and used the silver foil. The star is from the Be Mine stitched. Oh, sorry, those are the hearts. Are from the Stitch Stars. And then we've got just a couple buttons. This tie clip type of deal in the middle is just one of these pocket borders trimmed down, and we've got a very nice card for a police officer who at this point could probably use a little extra love. My husband is a corrections officer. This looks very much like his uniform. Would be a very appropriate card for him as well. Difficult job job these men and women do. Here's a sheriff, exactly the same concept, just different colors. We've got Crumb Cake and Soft Suede, and then Copper for the foil color here. Yeah, it's all basically the same, just how you use it. Then we've got the ever popular UPS guy. So we've got soft suede. I printed this off and then cut it out. And then these are from a retired box. It was a craft paper box with the Stampin' Up! Logo on it. This is such a cool card for a UPS man. They work extremely hard delivering all of our Stampin' goodies and everything else. So would be an awesome card to put in your mailbox or tape to your door for when they deliver. Maybe include a bottle of water and some snacks. I know those guys and gals, work extremely hard and would appreciate some love as well. Then we've got this doctor card. Now I've seen a couple of different ways that this has been done. This is more masculine. I've seen some feminine ones with more of like a sweater look beneath the lab coat. Or you could do this with a nice maybe like Misty Moonlight or a different blue tone that would make it look more like Scrubs. I'm sorry, this is Misty Moonlight. So that would not quite be the color of Scrubs. Let's see here. Maybe a pool party would look like Scrubs. Not entirely sure. But you definitely could make this into a card for Scrubs if you have a nurse in your life. Here we've got the Be Mine stitched hearts. This is a heart that was snipped in the middle. And the little black buttons put on the end. And this is the biggest heart in the dies. And then I did just trim along the inside of the heart to cut that off. And then, of course, here we've got the silver foil again, which is retired. So you'd have to find an alternative for that. And I do think the 1 and 1.5 inch circle punches as well are retired at this point. So you may have to get creative on a couple of things. I tried not to use retired product, but sometimes I just wasn't off the bat thinking of a workaround. So this makes for a beautiful card for a doctor, nurse, or any of those type of specialists. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to make a card for our military heroes. This card did require some stamping. I had seen it made a couple of different ways. We did have a camouflage background stamp that at this point is retired. And then this is actually the Dressed to Impress. Dressed to Impress have these like watercolor swatches. This is to fill in the perfume, this is to fill in the lipstick, and those are for the flowers. And the inspiration that I had seen for this drew off of using those shapes to create this. And it turned out beautiful. I used Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, stamped first strength and second strength. And then I used, I want to say that was Crumb Cake for the little brown section. And I just kind of stamped them very randomly to make the camouflage pattern. Then this card is going to, Chris and I have a cousin who just graduated basic training, and we are so proud of him. This card is actually going to go to my grandma to send to him for congratulations. I'm going to print out a name banner up here that has his last name on it and probably put some congratulations somewhere on here. So I did go ahead with a skin tone here. I used Pale Papaya with 2 layers of vellum to get the skin tone. Up here in Wisconsin, some of us can be quite paler than Pale Papaya. So I used 2 layers of vellum to get that very fair skin tone that we have out in this neck of the woods. And then, yeah, so just went ahead and once that was all stamped, assembled it and put a little bit of a white insert in there to look like a t-shirt beneath. But that is a walkthrough. Let's lay these all out again so you can see them one last time. Let's see here. I had the 2 police cards together, but that's okay. Like this. What do you think? Are some of these like blowing your mind? Things you maybe never thought of when you saw these cards? I will say I used inspiration on all of these. You know, I saw some other demonstrators, Tammy White and a couple of others that I can't think of off the top of my head, who had developed these ideas. Again, I just cased these. And I'm so thankful for all of you creative demonstrators out there who share your ideas that we can use to be inspired. I think this suite is fantastic, so versatile. Chris has, tonight, you can catch her making her well-suited cards. So these are more traditional. This does not use anything besides the DSP, if I recall. But these are more traditional uses of the well-suited. If you have not seen this, this is the stunner of them all. So we've got a nice sweater vest. Chris's dad wears suspenders probably for the past, like, I don't know, 25, 30 years. So this is inspired by Papa Chris. And I just love this. This is the most unique card, and I think it is so cool. So yeah, you can catch Chris later tonight watching her create those cards. But I just wanted to show off some alternative uses for this bundle in case you are inspired to get it and want to have some additional ideas. If you're in Chris's VIP group, you got a sneak peek of this on our Saturday showcase this last week. I think a lot of these were showcased there, but I wanted to create them myself and show them off for all of you. And let me know, which one do you like the best? Which one are you most surprised by? You know, maybe you never would have thought of making one of these yourself. Which one do you think is the most shocking use for you? And also, if you make any, please share them in the comments. We'd love to see what you're creating, what we are inspiring you to do. And I just hope you have a wonderful Technique Thursday, and we will catch you tonight making the handsomely suited cards. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.